Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. Let us start with our today's session. In previous session, we have completed exercise 3.2. I hope you all understood that exercise. Also, I hope you all written exercise 3.2 in your notebook. Okay, so let us start with today's session. In today's session, we are going to discuss kinds of quadrilaterals, that is types of quadrilaterals. Okay, we all of you know that quadrilateral has four sides and four vertices. Now based on nature of sides or angles of quadrilaterals, it gets some special name. So first one is trapezium. Okay, the first quadrilateral is trapezium. Now what is the basic property of trapezium? Trapezium is a quadrilateral with a pair of parallel line. A pair of line, that means only one pair of parallel side. So these are some figures of trapezium. Look at here. For in every figure only one pair, look at here, only one pair is of parallel side. So in trapezium only one pair of parallel side. Okay, so trapezium is also quadrilateral, that means trapezium has four sides and four vertices, but the extra property is what? Trapezium contains a pair of parallel sides. Okay, trapezium contains a pair of parallel sides. Now look at here, these are not trapezium. Look at here, these are not trapezium. Since here there is no parallel side, so these are not figures of trapezium. Okay, so remember student, trapezium is a quadrilateral with a pair of parallel side. Okay, now next type of quadrilateral is kite. Okay, next type is kite. Now what is kite? Kite is a special type of quadrilateral. Okay, look at the figure. These are some figures of kites and these are not kites. Why these are kites? Okay, in kites, look at here, AB is equal to AD and BC is equal to BCD. Okay, that means kite is also exactly two pair of consecutive sides of equal length. Look at here, two consecutive sides. These two consecutive sides are equal. These two sides are equal. Okay, so only consecutive sides are equal length. Okay, so kite is also a quadrilateral. Kite has four sides and there are two exactly distinct consecutive pairs of equal length. Okay, these are two basic properties of kites. Okay, now next one is parallelogram. It's very important. We are going to learn parallelogram in deeply. So what is parallelogram? Parallelogram is a quadrilateral. Okay, but what is the basic difference between that quadrilateral and parallelogram? That opposite sides of parallelogram are same. Opposite sides of parallelograms are equal, or first we say that opposite sides of parallelogram are parallel. That is, here we get AB bar is parallel with DC bar. AB bar is parallel with DC bar and AD bar is parallel with BC bar. Right? Opposite sides are parallel to each other. So this quadrilateral is called as parallelogram. Okay? Now elements of parallelogram means what? This AB bar and CD bar, AD bar and BC bar are called as opposite sides. Okay, then angle A and angle C are called as opposite angles. Angle B and angle D are also called as opposite angles. Okay, also AB bar and BC bar are called as adjacent sides. Okay, AB bar and BC bar is one pair of adjacent side. AD bar and DC bar are also adjacent side. Okay, then next one is CB, BC bar and DC bar. BC bar and DC bar also adjacent sides. Okay. And angle A, major angle A and major angle B. Major angle A, major angle B are called as adjacent angles. Major angle okay, or opposite sides A and B are adjacent angles, okay, and AB bar and BC bar are adjacent sides. These are elements of parallelogram, okay. Now look at this parallelogram, okay. Here we have drawn one diagonal. Diagonal means what? Line joining with non-consecutive vertices. So here AC is the diagonal. So look at the two triangles ABC and a triangle ADC. First one is ABC and other one is ADC. Now for these two triangle, look at here. For these two triangle, here AB and DC are parallel with each other. AB and DC are parallel with each other, and AC is transversal. So if AB and AC, DC and AB are parallel with each other and AC is transversal, so you get angle 1 is equal to angle 2, angle 3 is equal to angle 4, opposite interior angles, right? From the property of opposite interior angles are same. So here we get angle 1 is equal to major angle 2, major angle 3 is equal to major angle 4. Also the line AC is common in both the triangles. So the triangle ABC and the triangle ADC, these two triangles are congruent triangle. By which property? Here first one is angle, then this angle, this side and this angle. So angle, side, angle, that is ASA. So from the triangles are congruent triangle, right? Now if the triangles are congruent, their corresponding sides are same. So here we get the side AB is equal to side DC and the side BC is equal to the side AD. Okay, from congruency of these two triangles, we have AB bar is equal to CD bar and BC bar is equal to AD bar. Okay, so what can you say about this? These all are sides of parallelogram, and here we observe that the opposite sides are same. So from this we can say that opposite sides of parallelogram are same length. Okay, opposite sides of parallelogram are parallel and also they are of same length. Okay students, do you get this? Okay. Okay, opposite sides of parallelogram are same. Now look at here. This one is one example. Find the perimeter of the parallelogram PQRS. Here is the parallelogram PQRS. Okay, the length of PQ is 12 centimeter and that of length of QR is 7 centimeter. Now we have to find out perimeter of a parallelogram. Now what is perimeter? Perimeter means sum of all sides. Okay, but PQRS is a parallelogram and just we learn that opposite sides of parallelogram of same length. So PQ is equal to SR. If PQ is 12 centimeter, then SR is also 12 centimeter. Also QR and SP are same. All the sides of parallelogram. So just sum of all these sides we get perimeter of parallelogram. So that is 12 plus 7 plus 12 plus 7 is equal to 38 centimeter. So perimeter of this parallelogram is 38 centimeter. It is an application of the which application? Property of parallelogram, that opposite sides of parallelogram are equal. Okay. Now The next property for opposite angles of parallelogram. The opposite angles of parallelogram are of equal measure. How can we say that? The opposite angles of parallelogram are also same. Look at this figure. Now for this figure, just we take two triangle here. First one is triangle ABC and the triangle CDA. The triangle ABC is first one and next one is CDA. Okay, consider these two triangles. Just we write here AB and C and the triangle CDA. Now for this triangle ABC and CDA, we have already learned that, okay, we have already learned that the major angle 1 and major angle 2 are same, major angle 3 and 4 are same. Why it is same? Since AB is parallel to DC, right? Side AB and side DC are parallel and AC is transversal. So opposite interior angles are same. So here we get angle 1 is equal to major angle 2, major angle 3 is equal to major angle 4, right? So two angles are same. Also AC bar is equal to BD bar. Okay, how can we write this as? So from this triangle, these two triangles are equal, right? Which triangles? ABC, the triangle ABC and the triangle CDA. Okay, now the AB is equal to also CD and AD is equal to CB. Though these two triangles are congruent triangles, right? These two triangles are congruent triangle. So if these two triangles are congruent, which property? ASA, right? Why it is ASA? This angle is A, this common side is S, okay, and this is A. So angle side angle, you get these two triangles are congruent to each other. If these two triangles are congruent to each other, then their corresponding angles and corresponding sides are same. So angle B is equal to angle D. Here we get angle B is equal to angle D. Also this angle A is equal to angle 2. Since these two 1, 2, 3, 4 they are of same length. 1 and 2 are same, 3 and 4 are same. So major angle A and major angle C are also same for these two triangles. So from this we get opposite angles of parallelogram are same. So here we get opposite sides of parallelogram are same and opposite angles of parallelogram are also same. Okay students, do you understood these two properties? Now consider one example here. Find the values of x, y and z. Here there is a x, here it is a y and it is z. Now using the properties of parallelogram, we are going to solve this example. Now look at here, we have learned that opposite angles of parallelogram are same. Opposite angles of parallelogram are same. So here the angle B is equal to angle S, right? Angle B is 100 degree, so x is equal to 100 degree, opposite angle property. So here we get x is equal to 100 degree. Okay, now look at here. These two lines, since it is a parallelogram, the line ST and the line B, these two lines are parallel with each other and that SE is a transversal, right? From this, look at here, this TS and BE, these two are parallel lines and that SE is transversal. So angle X and angle Y, both these angles are same. Why they are same? Since they are corresponding angles. So using the property of corresponding angle, we get angle X and angle Y. Both the angles are same. Yes, angle X and angle Y are same. I will tell you again The line ST and the line BE are parallel to each other since it is a parallelogram, and SE is a transversal. Therefore, angle X and angle Y are corresponding angles and they are of same measure. So, if angle X is equal to 100 degree, then angle Y and angle Z are linear. So, angle Y and angle Z are linear. So, if the angle Y is 100 degree, then what is the angle Z? Yes, it is 80 degree. So, here we get Y is equal to 100 degree and Z is equal to 80 degree. Right? Now, look at this figure. Here we get B is equal to 100 degree. The value of X is equal to 100 degree. Then the triangle here Z is equal to 80 degree and the opposite angles are same. That means here we get this T is equal to, angle T is equal to also 80 degree. So, look at the parallelogram BEST. Okay, what is your observation? Angle B and Z are adjacent angle, right? Angle B and Z are adjacent angle and sum of their measure is 100 plus 80, that is 180 degree, right? Now look at the angle S and E. S is 80 degree and E is 80 degree and S is 100 degree. So 100 plus 80, 180 degree. Also S and T are adjacent angles and sum of their measures is 180 degree. Look at the angle B and T. B is 100, T is 80 and sum of their measure is 180 degree. So from this, what is your observation? Anyone can tell me? Yes, adjacent angles of parallelogram are supplementary, right? Adjacent angles of parallelogram are supplementary. Supplementary means what? Sum of their measure is 180 degree. So, every pair of adjacent angles of parallelogram is we are going to learn one example. Suppose this is a parallelogram RING. Now RING is the parallelogram. Okay, we have given that major angle R is equal to 70 degree and you have to find all the remaining angles of this parallelogram. That means we have to find angle I, angle N and angle G. But we have learned that opposite angles of parallelograms are same. So angle R is equal to angle N. So here we get angle N is equal to also 70 degree, right? Also R and I, these two angles are adjacent angles and just we have learned adjacent angles of parallelogram are supplementary. So if angle R and I are supplementary adjacent angles, their sum must be equal to 180. So that is angle R plus angle I. Angle R plus angle I is equal to 180. So what is the measure of I? Measure of angle I is equal to 180 minus 70, which is 110 degree. So here we get angle I is equal to 110 degree and angle I and angle G are opposite angles and opposite angles are same. So we get here angle G is equal to 110 degree. Okay students, do you understood? So in today's lecture we have discussed kinds of quadrilateral. First one is trapezium, right? In trapezium only one pair of parallel side. So trapezium contains only one pair of parallel side. Trapezium is also quadrilateral. Kite is a quadrilateral having 4 sides, okay, and there are exactly 2 pairs of parallelogram, opposite sides are parallel. Also, opposite sides are of same length. Opposite angles are parallelogram. Opposite angles of parallelogram are same, and adjacent angles of parallelogram are supplementary. So you have to remember all these properties about parallelogram. Okay, students, understood? So watch this video carefully and make a notes after watching that video. Okay. Have a nice day.